Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Aries for the week of October 13th. And at this time I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, and for sharing with others. And of course everybody who has been giving my videos a thumbs up and also hitting the hype button as well. Wow, thank you for that. And of course for all the lovely comments that I do read and answer. Thank you so much for doing all of that for me. It truly is appreciated, and I do thank you. Okay. And the Seven of Rods. So made a decision this week on something, and you are standing behind that decision. Nobody's going to deter you from it. You've decided that it's time to do something fresh and new again in your life. Now, whether that's a job, you're celebrating something, you're picking up any kind of challenges that anybody's laying down. You've definitely in control this week of your surroundings, the people around you. In some cases, you are, letting go of some people in your life as well. But you are doing it because it is time that you do this. So you're understanding that you are totally in control and have been. And now you're moving forward. And the Hangman, yes. Yeah. For some of you, you're actually talking to somebody about this. There's been some repeat things going on in your life over the years. And you're wondering why you respond to some things certain ways. And you're starting to get the answers. You've asked enough questions, you've analyzed enough things, and you're finally starting to realize that, you're taking a look from both sides of these situations. But you have so much more self-confidence and wisdom going forward. So you're making a definitely new start for yourself, a new way of how you act around others, what you're allowing others to, do around you. But you are no longer willing to just sit around and do nothing. You're understanding that your sacrifices are not going to go in vain. And you're changing your direction for how you act, how people look to you, and you're taking care of you. And the Lovers, nice. So there's a coming together of a like-minded person. This could be somebody that you really, truly get along with. This could be somebody who's going to be your partner in the future for a very long time. Somebody that you really respect. They respect you. You just come together in so many different ways. You think alike, you act alike, you like the same things. You just are very comfortable with yourselves, but with each other, which makes a wonderful, wonderful beginning of a partnership. It's because it'll be so much more deeper for you, and it strengthens you and the other person. So there's no doubt here that you are coming together with another party. And the Queen of Pentacles. So definitely watching your finances, and you're very savvy about that. You may not think you are, but you really are. You will take care of business, and when you decide to go for something, boy, do you go for it. But this is you being very practical this week in how you progress forward. You've done your hard work, you've done your homework, and now you're beginning to understand things are starting to come together much more easy, so you can really start to enjoy yourself. And the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you feel more in balance than you have in quite some time this week. Things are just starting to mesh together very nicely for you. You've been multitasking for a long time. You've managed it. But now you want things to be more comfortable, more easy. So you're making a decision to let some things out of your life go and be more at one with yourself. You're really asking yourself the permission to release things from your past, release people from your life, because you want your life to be much more smoother, and you know that it's very easy to do. It's just when you decide to do it. Oh, 10 of Swords. So, oh, I'm sorry for you. You know, somebody that you really trusted. You know, now this could have been in the past or could have just happened, but it left you bewildered. You know, this was a painful ending. It left you a deep wound to understand, trying to figure out why they did that. You know, and it's a terrible loss for yourself and especially for them, because now you have decided that, okay, I had enough. That person who betrayed you like this, you're done with. Boy, oh boy, you are really done. And that's not like you, but that is the persona that you're taking on this week, to cut people, places, and things out of your life that do damage. You don't want that anymore. So you're helping yourself to heal in all dimensions of your life, and you're much more wiser, you know? And that doesn't matter the age you are. You're just coming to an understanding for your future. Ooh, some of you are moving, like literally, physically moving away. Leaving things behind that no longer serve you. You're tired of feeling like there's nothing there for you, like you're just leaving things behind. You're cutting your losses, releasing yourself, letting go of the excess baggage, because you know you're going to be much happier somewhere else. You know, if this is a job, it's going to pay you better. They're going to appreciate you. You're not always feeling like you're going against the current. And, you know, whether that's friendships or jobs, some relationship really left you knowing it's time for you to move on. And that's what you're doing here. You're going on to calmer shores for yourself. And the Knight of Pentacles. So good news financially coming in here. Your hard work is starting to pay off. You know, you've stuck to the routine. You did what you had to do. You've been very responsible. You planted the seeds. And you know that this is going to turn into something bigger than you could have imagined. So your finances are looking very stable from this day forward. And the King of Swords, look at that. It's because you took charge of your own affairs. You know, you've owned it. You've done what you had to do. You stuck to what you believed in. And you balanced things out for yourself. You've been very diplomatic. You've been in control. You know, you took the leadership role in your future. And you didn't ask anybody for this permission. You know it's the right thing for you. So you are really cutting things out. You know, you're using your head over your heart. You're trusting yourself and your future. And you're telling yourself the brutal, honest truth of what it is you're going to have and who in your life going forward from here. Nice. And a Magician. So just like that, you've made this decision. Because you want things to change. Sorry, I just have to put my cat down. She decided to come in and jump up on the table. She doesn't do that much anymore, but every once in a while. But yeah, she's definitely changing here for you. The future looks better, much more calmer. You wanted something in your life. You did what you had to do in order to achieve it. And you're going forward with this. And this is coming out a lot better than you had anticipated, which is lovely to see for you. And you're understanding that you have all the power in your hands. You're focused. You're creating something absolutely new for you. And you have such a beautiful vision of your future. And you're taking action on it this week. You're understanding this is your time. The Five of Pentacles, yeah. There's been a bit of, some financial issues, a little bit, not much. Some sort of bill come up, something happened that cost you a little bit of money, and it made you just stop ever so slightly. But you're realizing it's time to get going again. You're okay, you're secure, you've, recouped, moving past this and understanding that your finances are doing good. You're quite orientated this week about your finances. You want your future to be a certain way, and you're willing to do what it takes. And if, sacrificing a few things here and there, you're comfortable with that. But you're moving away from thinking you cannot take care of yourself anymore. Even though you have this new person coming into your life, you need the thought of security of your own making. So you're okay with that. You're understanding you will do quite well in the future for yourself. You won't just stop doing anything. You've already started something here that is starting to be very profitable. You're understanding you're moving on from difficult decisions in your life and people and places, and feeling you're doing the right thing. You're not second guessing yourself anymore. And there you go. Cutting through all the stuff that you need to do to deal with. You're driven to succeed, and you're really thinking not only clearly, but very fast on your feet. You're defending what you believe in, and you're going for it. Like, you are no longer just going to, if this relationship, people are saying things that, you might think about it, whatever, you're using your head. You are not leaping into anything, but you're still moving forward. Oh, the wheel. Beautiful. Look at that. New beginnings. The wheel is turned in your favor. Things are really, really starting to change for you. And it's a good fortune. It's a good future. The turning point is here. You've done what you had to do. You stuck to your beliefs and what you wanted in the future. And you took action. You're no longer feeling that you don't have enough. This is a very lucky card for you for the future. You're feeling, I can't even figure out proper words, so forgive me for that, but you are doing really well in the future. And that's now, not way into the future. It's beginning now. The Wheel of Fortune has changed in your favor. You're very lucky at this time as well, in different areas of your life. And there's definitely finances and security coming in for you. And that's a very positive note for yourself and your future. Okay. Plan your next step with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. And there you are. Beautiful. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you next week. Bye for now.